watching jeans ripping at the seams, holding on some dead foes, schizophrenic with the bag. Listen to the money, nigga praying every day. Glad to say I was broke, tell them battle. Now I got my bands up, 1000 on the bill just to keep the pants up. Only on a real note, I couldn't fake what I've been doing. All my real ones know this nigga riding for his team. 53, I'm throwing up, they see the chain, I keep it tough. Say she feeling little nigga, try love. Say she love me for my smile, so I'm looking mean as Seen his head squawking, so I'm keeping feathers plucked. Boy, I got a bone, ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bone.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. And off we go from Las Vegas. And this opening dynamic kickoff. Going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Well, right away, they'll change the look. Willis going to look to throw first play. He's got the rookie from Georgia. That's Brock Bowers. Willis looking to throw it. He sets to fire deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. That's caught. And it's very quickly 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2 seeding.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. To the air, Penix. Robinson's got it. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And they're using that in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. They'll throw with Penix. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away for it,
and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now Penix. Steps away to his left. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Drake London, his intended target. And it's second down. You look at this Raiders defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On third down, Penix from the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Willis. There's a short one caught by Johnson. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Willis looking to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Willis will try and throw for this. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And that is incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now Willis to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Raiders are able to extend their lead. Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for two.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point conversion.
Willis to try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 24, Falcons 3.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw, Penix.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Christian Wilkins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
They are going for it. Penix looking deep here for Mooney.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. What a real head-scratcher there. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Willis.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
A play fake. Now Penix. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. And looking to throw, Penix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Complete to Mooney on the slant.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Darnell Mooney.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. They'll try and throw with Penix.
It's complete.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Willis.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good.
Now Willis. Short throw caught by Bowers.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Willis out of the gun.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
Willis will look to throw it.
Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis.
And he's got it. Touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from going up by 30.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Here's Willis. He's got this to Williams, complete.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Willis.
Touchdown Raiders. DJ Chark as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Willis looking to throw it.
And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Here's Penix.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the gun, here's Willis.
Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh, a Cardinal sin there. Thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
They'll throw with Penix. This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he's going to be taken down right there at the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
To the air, Penix. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Now Penix.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The shotgun snap to Willis. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
It's Williams on the catch. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
To throw, here's Willis.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
To throw, here's Willis.
And he comes back with one complete.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Willis looks to pass it here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. An audible here to get a new look. 4th down, Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Willis out of the gun.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Again, it's Willis to throw it.
And this one's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Willis.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Willis, fourth down here. Gets it downfield to Mayer. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Willis.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long.
Now Willis to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the catch made by Johnson. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to make it fourth down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Now Willis to throw.
And Sharp calls it in.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on fourth and long. Right back to the air with Willis.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That's another Raiders first down. First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Willis will look to throw it.
Got a man, it's Johnson, end zone
For a Las Vegas touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Willis will try and throw for this.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Pushing his way through.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw, Willis. Open man down the field, it's Bowers. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back to throw, Willis. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. DJ Chark with his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Looking to throw, Penix. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They are going for it. Penix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Now Willis. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, his second touchdown of the night. And the Raiders continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Willis to try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
The offense on third down tonight, as bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And looking to throw, Penix. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. To the air, Penix.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rolling to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up